All you ladies come to YouTube right now. Checking in, it's about to go down. Miss Leslie got all the juicy tea. Shady just for you and me, the juice, the tea. All the shade that you need, the juice, the tea. All the shade that you need. You want to hear about the latest beef? Checking in to the realest tea.
I want people to know that I'm talking about them. I want people to hear me saying it. I want people to hear me doing it. I don't want anyone to be confused at the fact that I am not afraid to say whatever I got to say to whoever I got to say it. See, if I were a comedian, everything that I'm doing and saying would be okay. But who's to say that I'm not a comedian? Aaliyah. We all know what happened in the beginning. We just don't know why it ended the way it ended. And I know a lot of people, they got a whole lot of mixed emotions about Dame Dash. People say whatever they want to say about that man. That man loved that woman. I just want the world to know how much she was loved before she was taken away from everyone. I just want people to know that part. I'm sick and tired of the fact that her name will forever be attached to R. Kelly's name. Everything he did to her, did to that family. You know, I know a lot of people want to blame it all on Barry Hankerson and blame it on the family, but the truth is the music industry is a very confusing place, and sometimes things happen without people knowing. There are people that are actively working to keep people in the dark, actively working to constantly change stories, change reality, change everything, and they can do it all with just a press release. So I don't want to say anything that would frame her family in a negative light. I can honestly say I believe they had no idea until it was too late. And I can tell you right now, it's easy to do in the music industry. Girl goes into the studio. She's supposed to be working in the studio. The first couple of sessions, the brother comes, parents come. Everything seems fine, you know. Then it's, we're going to be working late. We really got to finish this song. Somebody will drive y'all home. I promise she'll be home right after. And she do come home right after, but nobody asks what happened to her in the car or on the way home, or what happened as soon as they left the studio. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people, y'all don't understand, like, the tactful nature, the tactical nature in which this sex trafficking and abuse, y'all don't understand. Like, these people go heavy, man. They'll have the assistant sitting in the kitchen with the mom while they molested in the bathroom talking about, yeah, we going over music, or yeah, we're practicing a script, or yeah, we need time alone. Like, these niggas is that brazen that they go to you in the house having expensive coffee and eating crumpets and shit, bleeding out the ass, and they're sitting there saying, don't say anything because your mother really needs this money, and if your mother don't get this money, y'all gonna be out on the streets. You need to be a good boy or be a good girl, and don't say anything because your mom's gonna go to the cops, and if she does that, we're gonna have her killed. Like I said, it's not my story to tell, but it should be told by her brother or by Dame. Y'all need to know how amazing she really was. Y'all need to know what she really overcame. Y'all need to know the strength that came behind all of that sweetness and all of that grace. And she was tough. Survived the stuff that she survived. She was tough. And nobody knows the real story. Aaliyah's untimely demise changed a lot in my mind. I was angry at first. Why is she so stupid? Why would she get on that plane with all that luggage? Why she got to be so vain? The luggage could have came later. As much money as she had. But see, what nobody really got told about that story, and it's only been mentioned in a few documentaries, is that the reason why she was in such a rush to leave the island was because someone had called her and told her that Damon Dash had been in a nearly fatal accident, and he was on his deathbed, and she had to rush to Miami to be by his side. That's how much she loved him, and she was willing to put her life on the line for it. See? If somebody called me and told me that my husband was about to die, I would do whatever I got to do to get there. And from what I was also told from other people that was on the shoot, packing all that luggage on the plane wasn't her idea either. She was told because the rap, the video had rapped that all of their belongings had to leave right then, that she couldn't leave them behind, that nothing, they had to take everything with them, knowing that there was already almost 1,000 pounds worth of human on that plane and then like 800 pounds of luggage. They said, well, if you got to go right now, you got to take all your stuff with you right now. And she was willing to risk it just to be with Dame. And I believe Dame, in an interview that he had done maybe 5 or 6 years ago, he said he never sent that phone call to summons her to Miami. He never had his assistant call her for any reason, and he wasn't even in Miami. Aaliyah got a phone call that the love of her life was about to die in Miami, and he wasn't even in Miami, and the call came from his assistant, which didn't exist either. And Fatima, the choreographer, heard that phone call because she mentioned it too in an interview, and she never mentioned it again. She got a phone call from a person that wasn't real about a situation that had never happened, being summoned to a place where her fiancé was not, and forced to leave with all of her belongings if she left right there, which would put the plane in danger. I don't know, but where I come from, that sounds like a setup. Like the pilot was a crackhead, a former crackhead, and even he, the crackhead, didn't want to go along with it, but he was told that he had to because he was under contract. Somebody went through a lot of trouble to make sure that that girl got on that plane, and that plane, like I said, it's not my story to tell. But I'll be damned, there's a lot of people that benefited from Aaliyah being gone. A lot of people made it that wouldn't have made it if Aaliyah was still around. If you want to know who the masterminds are behind something, all you have to see is the person who benefits the greatest. That's the person that has the most motive to make sure people get moved around, the person that has the most to gain. In this business, that could be anybody. On the wrong day, it could be everybody. Ask Tory Lanez about what it's like to be hated by everybody. People don't even know why. Not the real reasons why. I was talking with someone that's very close to me now, and we were talking about Samson and Delilah. All you know is that Delilah seduced Samson, and that she brought Samson down, but you never hear about Delilah again. Now, this is a woman that was able to bring down a man that no other man could bring down. They sent her to him just to do that. But nobody ever talks about Delilah. You got to be a pretty ballsy chick to get involved with a historic times Mike Tyson, because let's just keep it a bean. Samson and Mike Tyson is the same person. I think that Mike Tyson is Samson reincarnated. And then they sent this woman, they sent Delilah, because she was the only person that could get close to him. Said they sent her to him. See, they put a bitch on him. Who goes and willingly gets into a relationship with Mike Tyson, other than Naomi Campbell? And by the way, Naomi Campbell is the only woman on the face of this planet that Mike Tyson was ever afraid of. Mike Tyson actually had a restraining order on Naomi Campbell. That's how bad Naomi Campbell is, that she's scared of Mike Tyson. See what I'm saying? Samson and Delilah. When we gonna learn? Because after that relationship with Naomi Campbell, Mike Tyson's life changed quite a bit. Not even the Desiree thing took him down. He went to jail, he did his time, he came back out, started knocking niggas out. But after Naomi Campbell, something changed, see? They sent Delilah. Naomi was over at Epstein Island. Everybody knows that. And guess what? She ain't saying shit. And if I was her, I wouldn't either. She got a golden ticket with the information that she got. And if I was her, I'd hold on to it as long as I can. The things that Naomi Campbell knows, ain't nobody ready for that. Naomi Campbell's a very powerful chick. And I don't give a shit what no Janice Dickinson say. Naomi Campbell is for real the first supermodel. I don't care if you trumped yourself and you made yourself You said you are the supermodel. You said a lot of things. You said Sylvester Stallone was your baby daddy, and you was wrong about that shit too, bitch. Keep Bill Cosby's name out your mouth, ho. I promise, if I ever see you, I'm going to smack the dog shit out of you. I'm going to smack the rest of that collagen and that Botox out of your face. Because you don't talk about Philly like that when you ain't nothing but a money-grubbing hoe. For years, you ran around shitting on Sylvester Stallone's name, talking about he the father and he a deadbeat and he the father, and then the DNA test come back. Well, he's not the father. Oh, well, you know, I was getting high. Yeah, you were a fucking drug addict. So how did Bill Cosby drug you? How do you drug a drug addict? Only thing that man was guilty of, in my opinion, was sleeping with too many white women and cheating on his wife. If they all accepted payment, it was done business. And y'all all met him at the Playboy Mansion. And Hugh Hefner was never questioned, let alone charged, for facilitation. They let that nigga die in peace. And Diddy live right around the corner. Diddy live around the corner in Sodomite City over there. Doing all kinds of things, sticking hot peppers in everybody's ass. Boy, girl, it don't matter. They high enough, they'll have sex with a lawn chair. I've seen that before at a Hollywood party. It's very disturbing. I pray for Cassie every day. I never paid any attention to Cassie. I never took Cassie serious. She was a model pretending to be an artist because Diddy told her to. And then when she couldn't live up to what people wanted her to, he abandoned her and he left her for dead and blamed her for her own demise when he was the one that strung that whole thing together. I'm so glad she found love. I pray that she won't stay silent either. I pray that Cassie will come out and talk about the things that she knows that she's seen, because the truth is, Cassie probably saw more than Kim did. Cassie probably saw it all. Because Cassie went from in the shadows to the pitch hitter to the bench warmer to being on deck to the starting lineup, you know, and then he traded her to a AAA team. He didn't even trade her to the MLB. Cassie got to tell it. Cassie got to tell it. She got to let go of that, because I know the weight that I felt from everything that I was crushed underneath. I know it's on her too. Don't act lost. If you see the truth and you know it, share it. There's somebody out there that needs